Right, so this is probably one of the most ridiculous things I'm ever going to do in my whole life. Right here is a bottle of King's Ale by Bass Brewery, and as you can see right there on the front of the bottle, February the 22nd, 1902. So yeah, that makes this 123 years old, maybe almost 124 years old. Still sealed, in great condition. I'm going to give you a bit of history about this. So it was brewed the same year King Edward VIII, I believe. Yes, that's right. King Edward VIII was crowned, and he visited the brewery in 1902, and he helped mash the ingredients for this beer. He visited the Bass Brewery back in 1902. Some of them were released in 1905, a small release, but most of them were released in 1911 when George the V, I believe, was crowned. So that's Elizabeth II's dad. He was crowned then. So they were released then. So this here is history in a bottle. It is 123 years old. It has not left this bottle since before both World Wars, the sinking of the Titanic, and most modern historical events. So yeah, I'm going to see exactly what it tastes like all these years later. Here goes nothing. Get it off. Oh, OMG. I'm going to keep this bit of foil to preserve it because of historical value, but look at that, that's the old cork. And hopefully it's not a nightmare to open. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my whole life. Need to make sure it goes all the way through this time. Right, it's going to be another last time job, but here goes, let's do this. Here we go, 123-year-old beer. Oh my god. Look at the colour of that. Oh my god. Looks like dirty brown water. Okay, we have got a few bits of cork that are in there. So I will do what I did last time and make attempts to fish those out. Oh, still smells somewhat like beer, like interesting enough. But this is the oldest in history. This is withstood so much over time. But anyway, let's just take a tiny little sip of it. Oh, smells like vinegar, bit of soy sauce, bit of chemicals. Okay. Not as bad as I was expecting it to be. Kind of like a port wine brandy kind of taste, but with a hint of some kind of smoky, woody kind of. I don't know how to describe it. How would I describe it? Kind of smoky, woody, port brandy kind of taste. Smoky. Some kind of like whiskey kind of notes, something like that. For its age, for 123 years old, that is pretty decent. I mean, it kind of reminds me a bit of this one from 1987. That was the steam engine one. But this, it has aged pretty well actually. It's still pretty nice and still pretty fine. Hopefully it shouldn't make me sick. All this gunk is going to be old. Well, it's from the cork, isn't it? Possibly some old yeast. But yeah. That's pretty much all there is to say for this 123-year-old King's Ale. So yeah. Let's pour this last little bit in and see if we get any more gunk come out. Didn't see any more gunk, but there's tiny little fragments. Let me just fish them out, because we don't want that to ingest too big chunks of them, because that won't be pleasant. Yep, so this is mad to think that this liquid has not left this bottle since before both World Wars, the sinking of the Titanic, most historical events, the birth of every living person alive today. It's older than my great-grandparents. And here I am today, completely ruining the historical value of this. But hey, at least I can now say I've drank a 123-year-old strong ale. So yeah.